Welcome back to your mat. Thanks for joining me. Today's practice is a full body flow designed to help us prepare and strengthen for forearm balance, Pincha Mayurasana. When you're ready, let's get started in a kneeling position toward the back of the mat. So make your way to a kneeling seat. And if this doesn't feel good in your body, just sit a different way. We're not going to be here long. Rest your hands in your lap. Become aware of your breath. Just observing it first. And then we'll take 3 breaths together to begin our practice. Breathe in through your nose and then open your mouth. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Let it go. Allow the mouth to close and then drop the chin to the chest. Start to roll the head over to the left ear toward left shoulder, chin to the chest, then right ear toward right shoulder, chin to the chest. One more time over to the left, chin to the chest, and then to the right. Chin to the chest. Keep the eyes closed. Lift your chin up toward the ceiling to stretch the throat, front of the neck. And then return your head to neutral. Shift forward onto hands and knees, tabletop position. Go ahead and activate your hands, pressing into finger pads and the base knuckle of index finger. We'll make some circles around the wrists. Both directions. Then pause, and now we'll circle the hips. So start to send the hips to the right and then back toward the heels, to the left, and through the center. Other direction, to the left, toward the heels, to the right, and to the center. Pause here. Cow pose. Breathe in, heart forward. Breathe out, push away and round. 2 more rounds. Last round. And stay here in your cat position, and we'll just make a couple big circles, barrel rolls with the rib cage. Just twice in each direction. And then pause in a neutral spine, so neither cat nor cow. Flat back, low belly and low ribs, knitting in. And then from here, we're going to take some scapular push-ups. So just the upper body, just around the shoulder blades is what we're moving. So we're going to bring the shoulder blades toward one another by letting the chest fall in between the arm bones. And then you're going to separate the shoulder blades by pushing the ground away. A couple more times. Now let's lower the forearms to the ground. Elbows underneath the shoulders, or maybe a little more narrow than shoulders. And then either forearms parallel to one another, or you can bring the hands closer to touch or interlace fingers. Just depends what feels good for you today. From here, we're going to find those scapular push-ups again, just like we did on the hands and knees. letting the shoulder blades come together and then separate. Just a couple more. And then the next time you push away, stay there, actively pushing away, shoulder blades separated, broadening across the upper back. Stay here, push down even more into the forearms, keep pressing away, but start to also press into the tops of the feet, let the knees hover. And then as the knees are hovering, imagine that you could drag your feet toward your elbows and your elbows toward your feet. Keep actively pushing away. One more moment. Lower the knees down. Take an inhale. Let the shoulder blades come together on the back. And then as you exhale, push away. Broaden across the upper back. Press into the tops of the feet. Lift the knees. Hold it here. Pulling elbows toward feet and feet pulling toward elbows. And lower the knees down. Inhale. Let the chest move toward the ground. Shoulder blades moving toward one another. Last time, exhale, push away. Press into the tops of the feet, lift the knees, hold it here. See if you can lift the knees even higher, but keep pushing away underneath the arms. And then lower down, child's pose. Send your hips toward your heels. And then walk your hands toward your knees. Have a seat on your feet, thunderbolt position. Fingertips behind you. Start to puff the chest up. You can stay as you are or begin to lift the hips off your heels, just any degree. And then lower yourself back down, tabletop position, hands and knees. Reach the right leg back in space, bend the right knee, make a couple big circles around the right hip socket. Both directions. Then tuck the right knee behind the left, look over your left shoulder, press the right toes to the earth beside you. Then rebend the right knee, sweep the right knee around toward right shoulder, high lizard lunge, step the right foot down, the back toes tuck and the back knee lifts, shift forward and back. Next time you're forward, stay here, look at your left pinky finger, that's where your left foot will step, Malasana Yogi Squat. Bring hands to heart and just start to lift one heel at a time, stretching into the bottoms of the feet. Then forward fold. Heel toe the feet toward one another. Halfway lift, breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Rise to stand, reach up. Hands to heart. Inhale, arms high. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift, breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Step back to high plank. Shift forward and back in high plank, active hands. Next time you're forward, stay there. Maybe lower to your knees for the first time. Chaturanga, bend the elbows straight back. Cobra or up dog, heart forward. Downward facing dog, exhale, hips high. Paddle your feet. Then lift both heels high on an inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Lower your knees down, tabletop position. Lower the forearms down as well. And you choose the hand position and the forearm position, either parallel, thumbs touching, or interlace the fingers. Elbows are still inside of shoulders width apart. Find a couple rounds of scapular push-ups. And then pause when you're pushing away. Stay there, actively pushing away. Press into the tops of the feet. Hover the knees. Hold it here. You can stay as you are or bring right knee to the right triceps. Reset. Lower the knees. Inhale, chest falls toward the floor. Exhale, push away, broaden across the upper back, hover the knees. Stay here or bring left knee to left triceps. Keep actively pushing away. Reset. Lower the knees, let the chest fall between the arms. Exhale, push away, round, hover the knees. Hold it here. Pulling elbows toward feet and feet toward elbows. We're here for 3 and 2. Lower down, child's pose. And walk your hands towards you, thunderbolt position. Fingertips behind, chest lifts, option to lift the hips. And then lower yourself back down, tabletop. From your tabletop, keep a neutral spine, active hands. Left leg reaches back. Bend the left knee. Make those big circles. Both directions. And then we'll tuck left knee behind right knee. Look over the right shoulder. Press your left toes to the ground. And rebend the left knee. Sweep the left knee around to the left shoulder. High lizard lunge. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee, shift forward and back. Next time you shift forward, stay there. Look at right pinky finger. Malasana, yogi squat. Hands to heart. Tall spine. Inner arches of the feet lifting. Forward fold, exhale. Heel toe the feet together. Halfway lift, breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Rise to stand, reach up, breathe in. Pull hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Refold, high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog, hips high. From your downward facing, just take a breath in through the nose and then open the mouth. One more like that. Breathe in. Let it go. Inhale, the right leg lifts, 3-legged. As you exhale, knee to the nose, shift forward. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to the nose, hold. Stay here. Right knee to the left triceps. 3-legged, inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose, adding on to the left triceps. Hold. Fallen triangle, kick it out. Three-legged dog. Right leg high, breathe in. As you breathe out, runner's lunge, right foot steps forward. Dip your hips low, gaze up high. Then turn to the left, skandasana, side to side. So maybe it's a little higher skandasana for our first round. Though you can make it whatever you need it to be. You can always use the hands as you transition from side to side. Next time you're in the left leg, bent into the left knee, stay there. The left fingertips find the ground as the right arm reaches up. And look towards your right foot. Low lunge. Curl the hands to the right foot. Soften your left knee down. Upright the torso. Breathe in here. Really start to press into your front foot. And as you do that, press into the top of your back foot so much that maybe the back knee lifts. Last breath here. Lower your left knee if it was lifted, half split, straighten out the front leg. Bringing fingertips down to the ground, or if you're using blocks, fingers on blocks is really nice here in the half split. And then pause in a dorsiflexion, toes pulling toward your face. Draw your heart forward, think cobra in the chest as you breathe in. As you breathe out, push the ground away. Plug your right femur in. Point your toes as you lift the right heel. Find a little pulse. Lower down. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, push away. Plug the femur in. Lift the heel. Little pulse. Lower down. Inhale. Last time. Exhale, push away. Find your pulse. Runner's lunge, rebend. Rise up for high lunge. Both legs equally working, equally active. Turn to the left, goddess squat, temple pose, toes out, heels in. Cactus the arms, shift side to side. Pause in the center, look to your left, simple twist, right hand plants, left arm reaches up. Lean your left shoulder back as you broaden across the chest. Then three-legged dog. Plant your left hand, send your left leg up high. Keep the left leg lifted as you lower right forearm to the ground. And then left forearm to the ground. Elbows within, shoulders width, just like we practiced when we did our scapular push-ups. Keep pushing the ground away. Reaching up with the left leg. Option to stay as you are or take a few little hops. We're not here for much longer. Child's pose. And walk your hands back towards your feet or your knees. Rise to stand up on your shins this time. Knees underneath the hips. We're going to find Mula Bandha, that root lock, low belly, pelvic floor pulling in and up. Reach the arms forward. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, we're going to lean back, but endeavor to stay in a straight line from your knees to your head. And then rise back up. Twice more. Take an inhale. Mula Bandha, low belly, in and up. Exhale, lean back. Hold. Upright. Good job. One more time. Breathe in. Mula Bandha. Exhale, lean back. Pause and hold. Rise back up. Tabletop position. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Then walk your hands to your feet, forward fold at the back of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the arms up. Forward fold, exhale. Rise up to stand, reach up, breathe in. Pull the hands down to the heart, breathe out. Pausing here, standing tall. Firm into your left foot as you peel the right heel off the ground, and then turn the right leg out. So we find a tree pose. You can stay here in a rooted tree with the right toes touching the ground, or start to slide the right foot up anywhere along the inner left leg, or whatever version of tree you like to play with today. Keep standing taller on left leg. One last breath. And let the right foot slide behind the left. Your arms will reach up high. Left hand catches the right wrist. We stretch up and lean to the left. So big right side body stretch. Bring the hands to the heart. Lift your heels, turn to the right so you unwind the feet. We're facing the front of the mat, yogi squat, malasana. Or if you would like to play with crow pose, you can plant the hands, bring the knees to the backs of the arms, maybe all the way up and toward the armpits. And eventually we're all gonna meet in downward facing dog. Take your time to get there. Leave anything that you don't want. Add on anything that you do. And from your downward facing, lift the left leg high, three-legged. Breathe in, bend the knee, open up the hip. As you breathe out, knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to the nose. Hold it here. Knee to the right triceps. Three-legged, inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose. To the right triceps, adding on. Fallen triangle, slide the foot away. Three-legged dog. Inhale. As you exhale, runner's lunge, left foot steps forward, dip the hips low, gaze up high. Then start to turn to your right, skandasana, side to side. So maybe you go a little lower this time, trying to keep the hips low in the transition, using hands or not. Give yourself a little challenge. The next time that the right knee is bent in skandasana, stay there. Right fingertips reach down, left arm reaches up high. Look toward your left foot. To your left foot, low lunge. Roll the hands there. We'll soften the right knee down. And then upright the torso. Breathe in. Really firming into your left foot. And firming into the top of your right foot so much that the right knee starts to lift. Last moment here. Then lower the right knee, half split, straighten out the left leg. Point and flex. And pause in a dorsiflexion. Inhale, the heart nudges forward. Exhale, broaden across the upper back. Plug the left femur in, lift the heel, point the toe, find your pulse. Lower down. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, broaden, plug femur in, lift the heel, little pulse. Lower down. Inhale, last time. Exhale, push away, plug it in, find your pulse. Lower down, runner's lunge, rebend. Rise to high crescent. Feel both legs working. Then start to turn to your right, goddess squat, temple pose, cactus the arms. Find a little sway at first, knees reaching in opposite directions. Pause in the center, take an inhale. As you exhale, star shape, straighten out the legs and arms, reach out, reach up. Return to goddess, look to your right, simple twist, left hand plants. Right arm reaches up. Lean back. Three-legged dog, right leg high. And keep the right leg lifted as you lower left forearm down and right forearm down. Any arms of choice or hand placements of choice. Stay as you are. Or maybe you take a few little hops. Child's pose. And walk your hands back to your feet. Rise to stand up on your shins. We're revisiting those lean backs, but this time we're going to choose a little bit different foot placement. The first time, if you were with me, the feet were untucked. This time we're going to tuck the toes. And then you can choose after the first one, if you don't like how it feels to keep the toes tucked, you can untuck the toes. Just 3 of these. Reach your arms forward. Mula Bandha, low belly in and up. Take an inhale. Exhale, leans you back. Pause and hold. And then upright. Reset. Inhale. Mula Bandha. Exhale, lean back. Upright. Last round. Reset. Mula Bandha. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lean back. Maybe go back just a little farther. And then rise up. Downward facing dog. Plant your hands. Tuck your toes. Hips high. And walk hands to feet. Chair pose at the back of your mat. Forward fold. Exhale. Rise to stand. Reach up. Pull hands to the heart. Breathe out. Standing tall on your right leg, lift the left heel. Turn left leg out. Finding your tree pose. Knowing it can be different than the first side. Start to stand a little taller in the right leg. Last moment here. Then slide the left leg behind the right leg. The arms reach up high. Right hand catches a hold of left wrist. Stretch up and then arc to the right. Back to center with the torso. Bring the hands to the heart. Lift the heels. Turn to your left. Malasana, yogi squat, or crow pose. Eventually, we're going to meet in downward facing dog. Take your time to get there. And from your downward facing, lift the right leg high, 3-legged. As you exhale, knee to the nose 1 time. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale to warrior 2. Right foot steps forward, long stance. Take up space. Shoulders away from the ears. And start to reach your right fingers forward. Side angle, forearm to the thigh. Left arm reaching up and over. Or hand down inside of the right foot. Same actions happening. We're leaning left shoulder back. And then see if you can start to turn this into triangle, straightening the right leg. But keeping firm pressure in the right big toe, still pressing down. 1 more breath. Wide-legged fold. Walk your hands off the left side of your mat. Turn your toes in, heels out. Let the top of your head start to reach toward the ground. And then you have options with your hands. You can keep them underneath you for support, or anywhere else, maybe reaching for your feet, finding a twist. A few breaths for you to explore. And then we'll start to make our way back to the halfway lift, hands underneath the shoulders. Then over to your left foot, simple twist, right hand plants, left arm reaches up, lean the left shoulder back as you broaden across the chest. Three-legged dog, left leg high. Keep the left leg lifted as you lower the right forearm and the left forearm. Stay as you are. Maybe you find a little hop. Maybe you press up. And then when you've had enough, child's pose. From your child's pose, walk your hands back towards your knees. Rise to stand up on your shins. Bring the hands to the low back this time, little camel variation. Start to lift the chest, press the hips forward. And then slowly upright. Downward facing dog, plant your hands. Lift your hips. Walk your hands to your feet. Chair pose. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift, breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Rise to stand, reach up. Pull hands down to the heart. One more breath in. Reach up. Hands to the heart. From here, we are going to cross the right ankle behind the left. Lift up onto the toes, turn around, face the front. Malasana, yogi squat, or another opportunity for crow if you'd like it. You're under no obligation. Everything I say is just an offering. Eventually, we'll meet in downward facing dog. From your downward facing, lift the left leg. Breathe in. As you breathe out, knee to the nose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale to warrior two. Take up space. Let your shoulders move away from the ears. And start to reach your left fingers forward. Side angle, forearm to the thigh. Right arm reaching over, or maybe left hand inside of the left foot. But keep leaning right shoulder back. And start to see if you can turn this into triangle. Straightening the left leg. And just notice what's there for you on this side. We like to imagine that we're symmetrical creatures, but we are far from it. Each side is usually feeling just a little different. Last breath here. Wide-legged fold. Toes in, heels out. And then halfway lift, hands underneath the shoulders. To your right foot, simple twist. Left hand plants, right arm reaches. Lean the right shoulder back. Three-legged dog. Plant the right hand, send the right leg high. Keep the right leg lifted as you lower left forearm and right forearm. And then stay as you are. Or maybe you start to float up. Maybe take a little hop. And then when you've had enough, we'll meet in child's pose. Walk your hands to your knees. Rise to stand up on your shins. One more time for camel. Hands to the low back. Lift the chest. Options to walk the hands down farther. And then if you walked your hands down farther, return them to low back. We find tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Walk hands to feet. Chair pose. Forward fold. Half lift, breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Rise up, reach up. Hands to the heart, exhale. One more time, arms reach high, breathe in. Pull the hands to the heart, exhale. Stay here, cross left ankle behind right. Lift the heels, turn to the left. Malasana, yogi squat, or crow, or maybe shoulder pressure pose. Take what you need, leave the rest. Downward facing dog is where we're going to meet. From your downward facing dog, broaden your stance. So separate your feet a little wider, about as wide as your mat. And make your dog shorter by like half a footprint or half a handprint or so. Keep the right hand grounded. And we're going to take a twist. Left hand reaches toward the right foot or anywhere along the right leg. And we look underneath the right armpit. And then reset. We'll take our twist to the other side. Reset. Child's pose. Then look forward between your hands. Slide forward onto your belly. And then we're going to reach the right arm out to the side, perpendicular to the body, so straight out. Left hand will be underneath left shoulder, and we're just going to roll onto the right side, letting the left toes land behind us, maybe as a little break. And then you control how far you go, how far you roll over onto the right side. We're just seeking out a little sensation. If you venture into a place that feels painful, back out. If you've been to my class before, you've probably heard me say, probably countless times, that we've all heard the expression, no pain, no gain. But that is not the way it works in yoga. That is not the yoga philosophy. Slowly return to the belly. Pause for a moment, find the rebound. And then we'll switch to the other side. The left arm will reach out. And then we'll roll onto the left side, this time using the right toes as our control. And then slowly back to your belly. Finding the rebound just for a moment. And then we're going to roll over onto the back body. So take your time. Just going to roll to face up and find a happy baby. Then bring both knees into the chest and let the legs fall over to the left as you gently twist torso to the right. And let the knees pass through center and over to the other side. And then back through center. Send both feet up toward the ceiling. Reach the arms up as well. Rotate the wrists and ankles. Give the arms and legs a shake. And then draw the knees in. Give yourself one last squeeze. Maybe forehead toward the knees. Breathe in, squeeze tight. And then breathe out. Find your resting position, Savasana, or any other pose that is calling to you and would feel good in your body. And I invite you to stay in this resting position for as long as you need. Thanks for practicing with me today. I'll see you next time.